We live? Yeah, we live, man. Hey, man, real quick. I'm at work. Do a little short video. Man, I gotta mix my little drinks. I'm doing a little video real quick. I ain't know my mic was up. I gotta mix my little drinks and stuff. Yeah, but it's funny. I think about it. But yeah, man, I gotta do some stuff. And shout out to the winners yesterday. I gotta get those cash apps and screenshot showing I'm a man of my word, and I be giving people their money. Nikki, what's going on? I'm trying to keep my phone up. I don't want to put it on the case because I ain't gonna be on here too long. That's why I ain't on the camera. But man, oh yeah, I'm supposed to put the video link in the description. Let me see if I can still do it while I'm on live now. Nope, I'm gonna have to go back and do it later. Yeah, I wanted to talk about something real quick about that video about Kanye West. How Kanye West lost to Adidas and they took his money and everything. Okay, you got it. Cool, cool. And just send the address on the email sheet we here, and I'll go ahead and send out your gift as well. Yeah, I seen you had responded to the Cash App last night. I'm sorry about doing it so late. My day was hectic. I went to wrestling practice. I coach on the side and stuff after I get off of work. So I was rushing to that. Then I rushed home, dealt with the kids, made sure they was on their homework and stuff and talking to them. But yeah, when it come down to it, ooh, like with Kanye, like that dude lost all that money because he wanted to open a bank. That's why I keep telling people like racism, it's about the haves and the have-nots. Like racism is pushed to make people feel as if they're inferior or they better. I'm like, there's no, to me really, there's indications of racism being put out into things, but more or less it's predicated on the haves and have-nots. And it shows like when Kanye, man, they hit him over the head. Yep. We here as all together. One word at Gmail. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, cause I was like, Kanye going through all that stuff, and then what's called putting him on child support. And it was funny because I was looking into that, and I don't know how true it was, but I seen a couple of videos where they were saying that the reason why Kim put him on child support because they had to release his funds. Like, you can't hold this man money back in the court. He has to pay child support. And for people that really know about the way child support works, like, they get fees. Like, California is known for making, I think, like 20 million or something like that in fees for child support, or 10 million in some in fees. Other states make like 5 million and 100, depending on your city. But I mean, point blank, like that child support money, the fees are hitting people. Like, I've heard guys say, well, they don't take no fees out. If I give 300, the 300 goes to my baby mama. Yeah, you're not looking at the fine print. It's fees for transactions. Because otherwise, why can't the court just say, you give her the money, and if you don't give her, she shows that you're not giving, we'll get you. No, you got to pay them, and then they got to give money to her. It's a middleman. The middleman got to get paid. That's the same thing with bank transfer. When you go buy something and you don't have cash, the processing fee is so low, 2%, 1%, sometimes like real low with processing credit card transactions. What's going on, AP? What's going on, K? Hey, man, my bad, man. Y'all missed it yesterday, though, man. I was giving out money, man. I was out here holiday rolling. I gave Anne-Marie, she got the lapel mic, and I'm going to send it to you. I should be getting it in today. The other one I got, for some reason, they said it's not coming to the 28th. So I went ahead and found another one and try to do a rush delivery. So hopefully, if I get it by this week, I can go ahead and try to send them out and everything. But yeah, and then Wellness with Frugal Mama. She got the motion camera, or the motion sensor for your phone camera. So I know she's gonna like that because she be working out outside and stuff. And that thing's gonna get her when she get to moving around, and she can set it on a low stand. And as she's moving around, the camera's just not in one spot. Raining woman, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? I'm out here in this cold truck shaking. I'm getting to work so late today. I wasn't even rushing. I wasn't even trying to, just push it. But yeah, man, it's crazy that, like, with Kim put him on child support, it was mainly to free up his money. I mean, even though Spike, they broke up and all that stuff or whatever happened, she still was looking out for him. She gave him a up because she can easily take him off child support. And majority of the people know, like, once you take somebody off of child support, it's going to be kind of hard putting them back on depending on the situation. But because the courts don't like that back and forth, because they losing money in the transaction. So that's why they don't like doing it, because the paperwork, the processing, all the work that needs to be done into that. But yeah, man, it was just sad to hear Kanye taking $50 million to open up his own bank. Kanye's doing what most of these artists should have been doing. Yeah, but Kanye should have, Tamika jumped in here. I ain't see her. This YouTube thing, it don't really show them full screen. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. Like, and but Kanye, he's holding his own. He was gonna do something that none of these guys have done before. Like, he's actually really pushing. Like Charleston White said, out of all the rappers and everybody who's big, you've heard people talk. I wouldn't say that Kanye was the only one who spoke on Larry Hoover, because you had what's his name talking on Big Meech, Larry Hoover. Everybody speak on him, but nobody really advocated for getting him out as strong, like putting it on that platform, talking about it. Had his wife, Kim, trying to get him out. Kim was advocating for it, because you got to understand, like, back in the day, they always said conversation ruled the nation. You had thing, I can't think of his name, that I think it was Huey P that passed. Like, he was before his time. You had a lot of people that the mindset and the will that they can instill upon people to make them rise out of the ashes. And Larry Hoover was one of those guys. He ruled the game, just off of his words. They have prisoners that they can't be amongst other prisoners because of their influence, So stuff like that. But it was just crazy, man. Just really hearing what really happened with Kanye about this whole money thing, because a lot of that stuff, it just didn't sit right. It didn't seem right what's going on. And I talk about money and stuff like that. So that was one of the things I wanted to pop up and talk about real quick. But how everybody's day doing, and like I said, I budget for this. I should have did more gifts, but it was such at a last minute thing, and plus I got so many things on my plate, and I already had those 2 gifts that I already pulled out, and I plan on giving those anyway. And there was a lot more other things that I was looking at as I was online shopping around for other stuff for my kids. And I don't even think I'm getting them nothing for Christmas, like really up under the tree. I just bought them some hats, some croc bracelets with all the little croc things, but they have it for a bracelet. So they rocking that today with their Christmas hats with the lights on. I've been buying them boys stuff. Young, what's going on, Riaz? Riaz, baby, young Riaz. Do the hand drop. But yeah, man. I know my job probably look at their camera and be like, what is Rashid doing this morning? This dude in the truck shaking, getting the truck warmed up and talking and flipping his hands like he doing some gang signs. But yeah, my truck got cameras in them. That's why I really don't be driving with my camera on, because, you know, technically speaking, you can get in trouble for that. It depends, you know, depends. DOT like to play the games, but, you know, I'd rather not. But yeah, when it come down to it, man, like, I'm always trying to look at the money situation. I'm looking at trying to better myself. I was talking to this young guy yesterday, coach, and he was telling me he's gonna be the first son in the family to graduate and go to college, and he's going into IT. He don't really want to go to college, but he's doing this for his father, because his father never went to college. And their uncles and all of them never went to college. You know, where he's from, Iran. Yeah, pretty smart kid. I was talking to Cousin Gardner. What's going on? What's going on with you, man? I seen the vacuum yesterday. Boss lady Denise, what's going on? Shout out to everybody in the building. Tamika, I seen you pull up. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, just talking on that situation with Kanye, like he might be a lot of conceited things and do a lot of wild things, you know, with his whole so-called gifted mindset, but Kanye really wants to help people and do a lot of stuff for his community as well. So, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. You know, Kanye, smart, intelligent, man. He's pretty weird and wild, but, you know, he has things that he try to work on and, you know, behind the scenes, and do things that, you know, hey, man, my hat goes off to him. Like Charleston, man. I laughed when I looked at that interview, because I'm like, Charleston is really intelligent. Like, I can't wait till the Underrated Darkness do his video on Charleston Wright, where we do the open panel when we talk about the video itself, because I want to break that down, what Charleston Wright was saying. Because he's saying, when I was going to the courthouses and telling people, let's fight for these babies, you know, these young kids, and I was like, man, this done got that bad to where 13 to 17, like, high in STDs. Like, they not leading, but they getting up there. The increase is so high from previous when the millennials and the Gen Zs were in school, and, you know, STDs weren't rampant like that. Like, you got kids having sex, trying to have sex in elementary. Like, my kids, elementary, they weren't even thinking about sex. You know, they looking at girls now in middle school, but, you know, it's just younger and younger nowadays, man. I mean, I was checking out girls when I was young, but it was environmental. It was because of my environment. The type of guys I hung out with when I was young, the type of dudes. Flawless in the building, Flawless Mentality. What's going on, Dr. Mark? You in the building? Oh, I see you pull up right there. What's going on, Dr. Mark? Yeah, but when I was young, I was around a lot of old heads that talked about girls and sex a lot. So, you know, I was moving, listening to them, you know, that fly on the wall. My kids not around that, so they don't think like that. You know, they look at girls and, you know, they cute and stuff. I think one of my sons had a girlfriend in, it was last year? Yeah, 6th grade. Yeah, he had a girlfriend, took her to the movies and stuff with my wife and everything. I told my wife, I was like, if it was a boy, a girl, my daughter going out with a boy, I would have went. But I'm not going nowhere with no girl. You know, I let my daughter do that. I mean, I let my wife do that, because, you know, height of all this stuff that go on, I have to protect myself, you know. And I ain't never meet the little girl's mom. You know, my wife did all that. Like I told her, if it was with the son, cool. But like I said, with the STD rates going crazy for kids from, middle school to high school, like Charleston speak on a lot of that stuff. And that's why I was telling Underrated Darkness, man. I was like, we need to have these conversations because, the gender war is heavy, big on YouTube, the politics about, he, she, and all this, but nobody's really having that main discussion on how our kids being groomed or, the development, the mindset. I always talk about that society standards, and I preach that a lot. Society standards make all of us be different and difficult. Society standards put so many people in the mood to where they can't really get money. The cynical one, what's going on? Like, they can't really get money. They can't really do nothing for themselves because society is, dampering their spirit. Hey, man, you'll never amount to anything. You won't do nothing with yourself, And, like I talk to people that, push, like I go to Miss T with the T channel, and Miss T with the T, she does the gardening. She does a lot of influence. She does a lot of helping people growing their channels. Miss T grew so many people channels to over 1,000 and more. You just got to stay the course, be live, get on there, get that stage fright out, talk to people, if you go live every day, I guarantee you're going to get good at it. I guarantee, because a lot of people have that stage fright going on first off. Then once you get in there, you start getting comfortable, it's just like you talking to your friends, like normal. So even with me, I kind of I used to do a lot of public speaking, and I dealt with promotion, so it didn't faze me. But when I was younger, like not even in high school, but probably middle school or something, I was soft spoken. I didn't really talk as much. Now my wife say I talk so much, but I'm a people person. She's an introvert. She likes to stay to herself. She deal with people sometimes, but she's kind of shy. But hey, your heart follows what your heart wants, And when it comes down to it, a lot of people, just going within their live within their means and doing their things. And once again, shout out to Frugal Mama, Anne Marie, for getting the gifts. And Underrated, all three of them got cash apps as well as underrated. So all three of them got the cash app for the $10, and then I got the 2 gifts. And hey, it wasn't much, but at the same time, hey, I don't know. I might even give away my mic I got at home. I don't even use that crap. Like I told you, I got this Bluetooth right here. I think this Bluetooth cost me about $40 compared to the blue pair I always get. The blue pair is like $250. They work just as good as the blue pair, and I'm like spending all this money on the Shock. I got those headset. The mic went out again. I bought a new one. Well, no, I got a new one replaced through my warranty, and I think something went wrong with. I think the mic went out for a little bit and it came back. So that's why I don't even use that one no more. But I love that one because it goes behind my ears and the mic swivels down like this one do. You got to swivel the mic down and just don't have that big old earphone because it has that bone technology where I think it's called bone conducting technology that they have, where you don't have to have it in your ear, just right there by your ear, and it produces this waves of sound and stuff. Pretty good technology, because when I sweat, I don't like this mic. I don't like the padding around my ear when I sweat because I work a physical job. Joy, what's going on? What's going on, Joy? But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and get ready to get off of here. But at the same time, like I said, shout out to the winners. And when it come down to it, I'm just always looking at the money, chasing the money. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now again too. Get y'all some life insurance, man. Never too old, never too young to get it, but don't get it too late because it's gonna cost you more. You got family, that's something that you gotta have. I get on my brother about that all the time. He let his policy lapse, and I'm like, dude, If something happened to you, who do you expect? Me to take care of you? You know, you and your girl are going through y'all heartbreaks. I don't think she's going, when you pass, she says, well, I'm gonna pay for the funeral because me and him was together. No. Like, you don't have a 401k, like you're not setting yourself up for the future. What are you gonna do when you retire? Telling my brother he's 50. I'm like, dude, what are you gonna do when you retire? You 50. You're literally 50, dude. You about to be out of here in a minute. What are you gonna do? You know? And a lot of people don't think about this stuff until it's too late. I'll stop right here. I'm gonna show y'all my goodie bag I got. But yeah, it's like, man, that's killing. Oh man, I gotta turn off my light. Yeah, that's killing a lot of people because their whole thing is they just, winging it. Man, I'm taking it day by day. Nah, you need to plan it out. That's the whole thing with budgeting. That's why I be saying you gotta plan that stuff out. You can't just say, man, everything should be able to follow pace. And I hope things will do it. Nah, man, you gotta do it right. Prepare yourself. But this is one I got. Green powder. Trying to, get healthy. I've been telling y'all that. I don't know how good this is. I really don't feel too much of the energy. This is, if y'all can see it, Shilajit. That's pretty good for energy and stuff like that. Ashwagandha. Got that. So, take care of myself. Trying to lay off this candy. So I got Ginger Chew for snacks. And it's my last one and I'm out of here. Detox. This is my tea. When I be on the road, these are the different teas that I take. And I try to have, hey, everybody link up, get each other's channel. And sorry about that, Anne-Marie, my manners, I'm not looking at the chat like that. Enjoy. Cynical. Everybody got their wrench. So you should be able to go to other people's channel, sub to other people's channel. Somebody's new in the chat. You don't know them, sub to their channel, And like I said, these different kind of teas, it shows for detox, but, mainly I got this whole box of tea for cheap. Got it from Ross, yo. It ain't just for clothes. Yeah. I got my little snacks, got my water and stuff like that, man. I be trying to stay healthy. Trying to keep myself together. Trying to slow down buying so much food out and start back bringing my own food. Got to save some more money. It's getting costly out here. So, got to make these better decisions. But, you know what I always say when I get off of here? Shout out to everybody that came through. My ending. We here. And we gone.